Let's learn how to create a quote in Xero. So on the top right hand corner, you have that quick add menu where you can quickly create a quote. Alternatively, you can also go to the business tab and then to quotes. Let's go ahead and complete the contact information. So we'll select a contact that already exists. You can also create a new contact here as needed. You've got the issue date and quote expiration date. And if you want this to expire in a certain number of days, you can select, let's say 30 days is our example. So we go from June to July. The quote number, you can set default quote numbers where you want the quotes to start. So if you're converting from another accounting system, and you want this to start at a specific number, you can set that within the settings in Xero. You also have the option to add a title and summary. So let's say monthly bookkeeping and accounting package. And then you can add in additional notes here as well. Reference numbers, the currency that you are going to be charging for, branding theme is standard, and you have these other invoice templates that you can utilize as well. Now if you're utilizing Xero projects, you can also assign this to a specific project. We're not going to get into that in this video, but as we get into Xero projects, we'll explore this further. This is the tax default. Is it going to be tax exclusive or inclusive, or are you not charging any tax? And then this is going to be familiar if you've ever created an invoice in Xero, but you've got the same fields here. So you can put in, let me see if you've got a consulting. Now these are all inventory items, but you can also create non-physical inventory items in Xero, so like services, and that'll be covered in the inventory module. But let's just say that you're offering monthly bookkeeping, reporting, review, and then that's going to cost them $2,500 a month. Any terms you can add here as well. And then once you're good to go, a couple things that you can do here. So at the bottom you see you can attach any additional files that are relevant for the recipient of the quote. Let's see what options we have. So we can save and close this quote. We can save and add another quote. Or if you're good to go, you can also just simply send this quote as well. Okay, so we want to make sure to save our progress just in case we navigate away from the screen. So now that we've got our quote saved, let's go ahead and send this and see what this looks like from the recipient's point of view. And we'll go ahead and enter in the contact's email address. Again, you've got the basic messaging here, so you can update this quotes messaging template within the settings in Xero, make it your own voice, your own brand, and then you're going to get, similar to how you would with an invoice, an online quote link to review. And let's see how that looks. You can also send yourself a copy. Okay, so here is the quote that we've received from Xero. So I am now logged in as the recipient of this quote. It says, hey, thanks for your inquiry. Here's a quote for $2,500. View your quote online. And in this example, we also have the PDF version as well. But let's go ahead and click into this and see what that looks like. So here we go. We've got $2,500 at the very top and expires in 30 days. We can choose to either accept or decline this quote. We can also ask a question or download the quote as well for our own records. Now the way that this is displayed is going to be set up in the invoice settings. And then as you can see, the details of the quote that we set up look exactly the same. We've got quantities, totals, and tax amounts. Now let's say that I don't have any questions about this quote and I simply want to accept it. So I'm going to go ahead and click accept. Now it's been accepted, and we're going to pop back over to Xero. And in refreshing this page, if I scroll down to the history and notes, I can see that this quote has been accepted and when it was accepted. So we see an accepted quote. We can also see that it was viewed online just a minute before it was accepted. But heading back to the quotes section in Xero, let me go to business and quotes. You can see we'll land on the all tab, so we'll see all of our quotes regardless of the status that they sit in. So there are different statuses that we can view quotes in: their draft status, sent, quotes that have been declined, quotes that have been accepted, and then quotes that have been invoiced. In another video, we'll go ahead and show you through how to actually invoice from an accepted quote. But it's really nice that you can see we've got that accepted status here.